and welcome to The Big Fight. The Dalai Lama's trip to Arunachal Pradesh in general and to Tawang in particular has, of course, grabbed a lot of headlines, not just here, but in other parts of the world as well. So on The Big Fight, is this a visit that could have been avoided in any way? Why should it be avoided? We heard the Prime Minister saying that the Dalai Lama is free to visit any part of India that he should want to. What's going to be the fallout on India-China relations? What's going to be fallout on the Northeast? Those are some of the issues that we are going to be discussing on The Big Fight this evening. And let me start by welcoming our entire panel. I'm going to start from this side. Kiran Rijiju, one of the best-known voices from Arunachal Pradesh, used to represent the BJP, now, of course, a Congress leader from Arunachal Pradesh. Standing next to him, I'm not sure, ma'am, that I can call you one of India's top experts on China. She's chairperson of the Chinese program at JNU, a member of the National Security Advisory Board for the Government of India, a member of the India-China Eminence Persons Group. So, Professor Alka Acharya, it's great to have you with us to tell us how you think China is going to be reacting to all this. Somebody else who's a familiar face to many of us, and not least during the run-up to the Olympic Games last year. Tenzing Sundu is a writer and a well-known freedom activist and involved with the Tibetan movement. Great to get your perspective on this. Siddharth Varadarajan, one of the top strategic thinkers we have, who's also strategic affairs expert and bureau chief New Delhi of The Hindu. And then moving on to Jaya Jaitley, who's former president of the Samta Party and has been involved in some way or the other with the Tibetan movement for a long, long time. Abhishek Singhvi, is there any reason why the government may have considered or should have considered putting off the Dalai Lama's visit to Tawang and to Arunachal Pradesh in general?
Not at all. I see absolutely no reason. And as of now informed, there is no question of it. I want to say this, Vikram. The Dalai Lama, all said and done, is a Nobel laureate. He is not some kind of a criminal the way we are talking about it. It's not some kind of a illegal activity anybody is doing. If you were to go by perceptions or demands or stands, you would have to consider ceding almost the entire area of Arunachal Pradesh. Where is the question of a person like the Dalai Lama not being allowed to go into territory which is indubitably and incontrovertibly Indian? So I don't see where there is even scope for debate as far as this aspect of the matter is concerned.
Okay. D. Raja, do you agree that there is no scope for debate, or do you think at this point, given the level of tension between India and China, there could have or should have been some rethinking on it?
I think there should have been some rethinking. Somebody from our government should have suggested to Mr. Dalai Lama to postpone his visit. Even it happened in case of United States of America when Mr. Obama declined to meet Mr. Dalai Lama because Mr. Obama is likely to visit China in the month of November. Even if country like USA does it in order to keep the process of dialogue with China. In fact, we have a larger interest to have peace talks and the various level of talks with China.
Mr. Raja, if I understand you correctly, allowing the Dalai Lama into Tawang, you think is a provocation to China?
I think so. I agree. He is a spiritual leader. We have given him asylum. He is free to move anywhere. But there is a political context, and there are certain issues related to India and China. And I think this can be avoided. Somebody should have suggested, Mr.
Tuba.com